A few years ago, we started a little tradition here. It's a questionnaire. Some of you, this format, some of you may find it somewhat familiar, this biographical format from a show called In the Actor's Studio. And if you're familiar with that show and you haven't seen Will Ferrell's imitation of the host, James Lipton, you gotta check that on YouTube. Anyway, so the show always ends with a questionnaire. Well, an opportunity certainly for questions from you, but it ends with a questionnaire, and we put together our own little triathlon questionnaire, which I'm going to now subject you to. And hopefully I will make you it'll challenge you as much as it challenged Dave Scott last year. Because I had to rewatch Dave's video to get the questions. So these are all quick hitters, okay?
So I don't get to think about it. Just to answer.
Yeah, well, it's not word association. Maybe a step beyond that. But all right, here we go. Question number 1: swim, bike, or run?
Run.
Favorite post-workout snack?
Apples are my favorite food ever, so so boring.
Chocolate-covered apple. A triathlete you admire?
I'd say Javier Gomez. He just won Xterra Worlds, which is incredible. Like, he won world championships, and he's phenomenal, and he's such a nice guy too. So.
A fellow specialized athlete.
Yeah.
As well.
And Simon. Simon.
You'll get back to him. You're in good trouble now. Simon and Javier are good friends. Here's a tough one. Your favorite triathlon sound? If you think about being out there in a triathlon, is there some sense that's coming in your ear? Something you like, or something at the finish line, or something afterwards?
Well, hearing the national anthem was pretty cool.
Just on that note, I posted on Facebook a parenting challenge I faced recently. Hannah, my daughter, loves to sing, and when she stands up in class, she sings that anthem. And some of her classmates sometimes scowl at her. And she said she came back a little perturbed by that one day, about a week and a half ago. And there was a simple answer to that. I showed her the YouTube video of Chandler Crawford from 2004 Torino? No, 2006 Torino, singing the anthem. And that's the way the anthem has to be sang. That answered the problem. And we look forward to hearing you belt it out sometime soon. So let's do the other side of the coin. What's your least favorite triathlon sound?
Pop. It was your tire pop. That's happened to me once before. A flat tire in a race.
That's a good one. I'll take that.
Okay.
That's good.
Pop.
Triathlon a triathlon event is an incredibly complex undertaking. Preparing for it, setting up that event, all of the sponsors, all of the coaches, all of the athletes. What is the job in the triathlon world you would least like to do?
I guess like you said, the setup and the takedown, it's a huge, huge undertaking. But one of the jobs I think, not necessarily that I wouldn't like to do, but that I appreciate is a very difficult job, is Barry Shefley's job, and he has to be at every single World Cup and World Championship race, so he's traveling over time zones every week, and he has to know so much about the sport because he's the commentator for our races. So that's a challenging job, but he does a great job at it. So.
Your parents have brought you up well, but I know there are times when you may have to use your favorite substitute curse word. What would that substitute curse word be? Gosh darn.
No substitute.
No substitute.
It depends on who I'm around.
All right, final question.
No, I'm not a huge swearer. I'm not bad. Like, I will sometimes.
But this is the image you're leaving them with. Okay.
No. I wouldn't swear, like, in front of you guys.
As per something, to refer to something Paula said earlier today, if don't try to overcorrect her during the main set, or you may hear some.
I won't start my coach either.
All right, final question. You're out there on the race course in a triathlon, and you're on the run course, nearing the finish, and just before the finish, you pass God. What would you say to he or she?
He's standing on the sideline?
No, God's in the race.
Oh.
God's bumped a little bit. Slow down. You're blown by. What do you say?
When you told me, you warned me about this question yesterday, but I thought you meant that he was on the sideline watching me.
Well, I have to challenge you somehow, Paula.
Well, that's I don't even understand that question.
All right, you're in a race, and Nicholas Bierig is ahead, and you pass her, all right? Okay. And you look at her, okay, but instead of Nicola, it's God.
Say, sorry, God. He gave me a hard time this year, so.
So, not a heartfelt sorry. A token Canadian sorry.